Hi everyone, this is JamshedQureshi here, and in this video we will learn about ngContent in Angular. ngContent is an Angular element used to specify the content projection in components. Say for example, we have a parent-child components and we are using the child component in parent, and we want to specify the data we want to use in child component in the parent itself. So how would we do that? Let's have a look at the example and understand. We will quickly create a component for this. We will go to our command line and write ngGC, and this is topic number 21, ngContent. Okay, we will just write ngContent. Okay, our parent component is created. Let's create a child component as well. We will copy the name of the folder. So we have our components created. Let's run our application and go to the component. Okay, say this is our parent component and this is our child component. So we will be using this child component in our parent. So let's copy the selector, and in this parent component we will paste the child component selector. Let's say I write here div this is product something. Okay, now I am writing this in my child component selector. Let's see if it is shown in our browser or not. So we will copy the parent component selector and open our app component file, not this one, HTML file. Okay, and we will remove these other selectors and we will write our ngContent selector. Okay, let's save and see in the browser. Now when I refresh it, I can only see the boilerplate text provided in our component. I cannot see the custom text provided in the parent. This text is not showing. So what is the reason for that? Now in order to show the data within our child component selectors, we will have to use ngContent projection. So what ngContent does is it acts as a placeholder for the data which we are writing within the selectors of that component. So here we will write ngContent. Now let's save and see the output. Now it is refreshed and we can see the output over here. This is product. So this is the way to send the data from our child components selectors from the parent component itself. Now let's say I want to send multiple data to my child component. Say for example, I also want to send the product name. Now how will the ngContent know, like even if I write over here, how will the ngContent know which content to project in which ngContent directive? For that we use selectors in ngContent. So basically there are two types of ngContent projections. One is the single slot projection and the second one is the multi-slot projection. In single slot projection, you just have to write the ngContent once and you can only pass on only single data line, like the way we had done just now. And if you want to project multiple data, then you will have to use selectors. Say for example, we have a list of products in our parent component. So let's create the list of products. Say we have laptop, desktop, charger, monitor, and I want to loop over this child component to show my products. Okay, now I will write my product name over here. And in my child component, I will have to mention the selector for this product. Say for example, I write here product name. So I will have to write this selection in my parent component as well. Say here, I will have to write the selection name. So in that way, my child component would know that it has to pick up this HTML element and paste it in the selected ngContent projection in this one. So let's save and see the output. We will remove the boilerplate text. Let's save. So now when we refresh it, we can see that we are getting both the projections in our HTML element. One important thing is that the order in which you write the content in your parent component does not matter. Say for example, you are writing this above the line. So we are writing the product name before we are writing this product is. Okay, so we have made a grammar mistake. Okay, so we will correct it. This product is, and we are writing this line after we are writing the product name. And in the child component, we are keeping it in order. So the first one would be this line because it does not have any selector. So this one has a selector. So our ngContent will match it with the selection mentioned in this ngContent, and it will show that content only in this ngContent selection. So even if we write the contents within our selector in random order, it will only be projected based on the selection provided in our child component within the ngContent element. So let's save and see if the order is preserved or not. We will save it and go to our browser. So when we refresh it, we are able to see the same output even after we had kept the product name before this line. This product is line. So this is how you use ngContent for content projection. And in case of any interview, if someone asks what is ngContent and the different types of ngContent, you can mention that ngContent is used for content projection, and there are two types of content projections using ngContent. The first is the single slot content projection and the second one is multi-slot. So that's it for this topic. If you like the video, then please hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel. See you in another video. Thank you. Bye.